Hi everyone, Colleen here, back with another video, and in this one I'm going to discuss the differences between fasting for health versus fasting for weight loss, clean fasting versus dirty fasting. And just to preface it, I am not a medical or licensed healthcare professional, and if you have any questions about fasting or your weight loss journey, please feel free to consult your physician instead of depending on a YouTube pseudo guru that has just done research and sharing her experience. I've lost over 65 pounds in a year by doing alternate day fasting. It is a form technically of intermittent fasting. I don't like to lump it with intermittent fasting, even though it is, but it is the process of eating one day and not eating the next, consuming nothing. That is how I lost over 65 pounds effortlessly, or was it? So I am currently in the middle of reading / listening to Feast, Fast, Repeat by Jen Stevens, and she has coined the term clean fasting. Clean fasting is the truth, okay? But let's talk about what fasting is technically. And I'm gonna define, Colleen Marie, is going to define fasting as the non-triggering of insulin. That's what fasting is to me, based on what I've heard, what I've read. So I basically lost majority of my weight sipping on unflavored water, sipping on flavored water, sipping on coffee, sipping on flavored coffee, adding a little creamer here, adding stevia there, chewing gum, sucking on a mint, like all these things. I didn't know that. I thought fasting was fasting as long as you didn't eat food, technically fasting, but no. I've learned the errors of my ways. I've been dirty fasting, and sometimes I always wondered how come one fast day would be a breeze for me and then the next fast day would be like a struggle. I would struggle to get to 4 p.m. I would struggle to get past 6 p.m. In the daytime, I'm good because my body's adapted to fasting that long. But getting through the evening was a challenge for me. It was a struggle. But I didn't know what days I would be struggling. I didn't know why I was struggling. Come to find out, I was triggering an insulin response through these foods. They're technically foods. But here's the thing, I was still able to lose weight. Because I didn't have an insulin response mindset to fasting, I had a weight loss response to fasting. So I was thinking about calories. If I don't have this many calories, then I'm still fasted. And if I don't do this, then I won't gain weight. If you dirty fast, you're able to lose weight. I was able to lose over 65 pounds dirty fasting. Was it a struggle? Sometimes, yes. Yeah. And honestly, I realized that when I dry fasted, and dry fasting means not drinking a thing. I didn't drink tea, I didn't drink coffee, I didn't drink water. Those were the days that I found that I was best able to get through my fast. And now that I think back at it, it's because I wasn't triggering an insulin response. So who is dirty fasting for? Dirty fasting are for the people who have a decent attachment to food. Dirty fasting is for the people who are not concerned about health. Dirty fasting is for those people who are just want to look good. Dirty fasting is for the people who refuse to give up creamer in their coffee. Dirty fasting is for the people who don't really care about the health benefits. All right, so let's talk about clean fasting now. Let's first start off by talking about autophagy, which is one of the beautiful benefits of fasting. Autophagy, literally broken down, auto means self, phagy means eat, eating yourself. So autophagy means self-eating. What happens during autophagy is the body has time to now repair and renew your cells, your organs, and any damage within the internal system. Autophagy is the time the body is no longer processing food. It's not absorbing, it's not digesting. It is just taking this time to heal and repair. And that is a beautiful, beautiful, heavily weighted benefit of fasting. And Jen Stevens, the author of Feast, Fast, Repeat, she said something that really sticks out, is fasting is the health plan that has weight loss as a side effect. What? And in my previous videos, if you're not new here, I talk about fast for health. You should approach fasting for health, because if you approach it for weight loss, you're going to have expectations that aren't met. You're going to wonder why the scale doesn't say 10, 20 pounds in 2 weeks. You're going to wonder why your clothes aren't falling off of you within 3 days. It's a health plan with weight loss as a side effect. But you can only trigger these health benefits through autophagy, and autophagy is only achieved when insulin is not released by the body. In doing so, this is what we call clean fasting. Clean fasting means no insulin response is triggered. So who is clean fasting for? Clean fasting is for those who have chronic illness, chronic health conditions, if you are healing disordered eating, if you are healing binge eating tendencies. I only struggle with that because I don't want to say disorders. If you have binge eating disorder, that is a form of disordered eating, and that's a more mental issue. So definitely go talk to a therapist, a psychologist, a psychiatrist about that. If you're looking to heal inflammation, for those who are looking to anti-age, looking to maintain muscle mass effortlessly, looking to increase growth hormone, looking to shrink their stomach size. All these benefits come through autophagy. Autophagy comes through clean fasting. So clean fasting, what does it entail? Clean fasting is, keep it simple, stupid. Water. Jen says you could have coffee. Sure, have coffee. If it is killing you in life, have your coffee. I could live without coffee. I really can. I only started drinking coffee because I had an overnight job that required me to stay up during an overnight shift. So that's why I was drinking coffee, but I don't need to drink coffee. You can drink tea. All of these things should be plain, unflavored, absolutely boring. Keep it even simpler, just drink water. And only drink water when you're thirsty. Don't be gulping down a gallon of water. Don't excessively drink water, because you don't want to dilute your electrolyte levels. Diluting your electrolyte levels is highly dangerous. So clean fasting is for health. And when we fast, we should have health at the forefront. But I need you to know that if you want to fast for weight loss, that is an option too. I brought up dirty fasting for those who are not necessarily interested in the health benefits, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but you're able to do so. I was able to lose 65 pounds by dirty fasting. But if I was clean fasting, I'd be a whole Versace model by now. I would be strutting the runways of Milan. I would be a size 4. Like, can you imagine where I would have been by now if I was clean fasting? But once you know better, you do better. And I know better now. And I'm very excited to almost restart my alternate day fasting journey with this new information that Jen Stevens has so graciously provided us. And I will be starting a June challenge on the Facebook group. It will be based on Jen Stevens' 28-day clean fast challenge. I will not be putting the details of the challenge on YouTube. I will be following up and showcasing my results, and I will be lightly touting what has been preached in the book. But if you're interested in joining the challenge, join the Facebook group. It's free and it's not that serious. If you want to be a part of the challenge, it's gonna be on Facebook. I cannot, and I choose not to do it on both platforms. I have enough things on my brain. ADHD is kicking in. So it'll just be on Facebook. And out of respect to the author, I'm not going to give away her information for free. So if you're interested, go ahead and get the book, or get it on Apple Books. That's where I've been listening to it. And I just ordered it from Amazon. So I have 2 forms of the one book. I'm supporting the author. I'm not going to be giving away the author's information for free on YouTube, but our Facebook group is private. And for those that have been struggling getting through a fast day, for those who have been struggling staying fasted, for those who have not seen max results, for those who want to step it up a notch and really start challenging themselves, this June challenge is for you. Clean fasting, I feel, is going to be the game changer for me. Like, to really finally get to that 160. Yes. F 170 now. I'm going to 160. I'm going to 160 pounds. And I feel like since Jen has enlightened me, it's totally achievable. I only said 170 because I was like, I don't know. But I feel like I feel better. I feel really good about this. I'm highly recommending you get the book, really learn more about clean fasting, and get ready for this challenge. And if you're not interested in Facebook, feel free to get the book and do it on your own and keep me updated. I'll still be posting in the YouTube community tab and letting you know all my wins, victories, ups, downs, highs, and lows. But yeah, like, what should you choose? Clean fasting, dirty fasting? Fast for health? Should I fast for weight loss? It really all depends on your goals, right? How long you fast depends on your goals, what you're looking to achieve, and like what you're trying to get out of it. Why are you fasting? You just want to look good? Okay, you could dirty fast. But the thing about dirty fasting is, yes, you will lose weight, but it might be a struggle. I have built up a lot of determination. I've built up a lot of discipline. I've built up a fair amount of willpower that has been tried in the past couple of months. I was able to still either maintain or lose, but with effort. So I'm hoping, and I'm feeling really good, that clean fasting will get me to my goals effortlessly. So I'm highly preaching to you, go ahead and clean fast. Go ahead and look down below in the description box. I will be giving you the link to the Facebook group, but there's tons of daily motivation, tips, tricks, hacks, and a whole bunch of support. The ladies and gentlemen of the group are just a big hug. So yeah, takeaways: clean fast, dirty fast. You could fast for health and you could fast for weight loss. They're not the same, and your approach will be different. Electrolytes, MCT oil, butter, broth, collagen. I'm done with the collagen. Supplements are hit or miss, and no fruit juices, none of that. None of that. None of that. That's all dirty fasting. But I have been trying clean fasting so far, and I just want to see how it'll just benefit me in the long run. But yeah, that is my 2 cents on fasting for weight loss versus fasting for health. And I hope this was helpful and helped you kind of realize the difference, and hopefully opened your eyes to see what your goals are and what you're looking to achieve out of fasting overall. And on that note, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're interested in the blood sugar breakthrough by Bioptimizers. I really enjoy it. I take 2 a day, and so far, like, it's just been putting my insulin to sleep. Go ahead and check out the information down below in the description box for your viewing pleasure. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.